YouTube, man, what's going on? So, as y'all can see, is the title of the video. I'm about to show y'all how I made a raw wave type beat. I'm not really sure when I made this jump. It wasn't too long ago, but yeah, I'm just about to tell y'all my approach, how I make a raw wave type beat. Whole killers, I ain't really made one of these type jumps since I made this, so that's why I'm using this instead of making a whole new one, because I don't know, that's not really my style, but it's actually fun to make, especially if you play the keys. It ain't nothing but just playing the keys, adding a little vocal sound. Matter of fact, I ain't about to say too much. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, bet. So already got the whole jump pattern out right here, but we about to just break down the melody first. Melody was only 4 layers. Like I said, you could do a whole lot. I ain't do a whole lot. So first thing I did was open up Keyscape. I use the LA Custom C7, the softest. I use this a whole lot for real. Good piano sound. I came up with this right here. Then it just repeats like that for real. Next thing I went ahead and added ignition keys. I use the whole lot too, but I be using the underwater effect or underwater preset on here, but really just some layering for real. Instead of trying like do like the whole chord progression, I just chose a note. And it just kind of like creates like an atmosphere for. Then the next thing I went ahead and did, open up Contact again. And out of this, I used the Irish harp. Came up with this right here. Now, like for all my music heads, you might say some of these like notes might sound a little off. Well, not off, but just like minor, while other things sound major. But like, that's kind of like raw wave. Like a lot of his beats have like a gospel type of church type of feeling. What people gotta understand is those chords. It's a lot going on with like gospel chords, which is why gospel music never sounds like classical music. You don't see too many classical piano players playing like gospel, because gospel, I feel like it's more about feeling than, oh, this is the right chord, or oh, this shouldn't be played with this. Like stuff clashes, but like when those specific notes clash, like it like evokes emotion, I guess you could say. So that's why it might sound like some stuff might be a little off. And after that, like I said, I ain't. Most people be having endless layers. I ain't even add too much. I just want to add a vocal sample. So I opened up Arcade and came up with this right here. I see birds through the sky, sunshine and blue skies, sunshine and blue skies, running through some clouds, never coming down, never coming down, dreaming of sunshine, can you feel the sunshine, dreaming of that sunshine, dreaming of that sunshine, I'm floating through some clouds, floating through some clouds. And then I went ahead and just add like a little effect to it, or not even effect. I just EQ'd it out just so like you would hear like in the background throughout the rest of the song. So then after that, like I said, I didn't add too much to the melody, so I went ahead and started building the drums. So I'm gonna actually mute the sample right now though, the vocal sample. And we just gonna get into the drums for real. So the first thing I added was the hi-hats. I'm gonna ahead adding my snare. Added an open. It's hitting on the one of every 4 beats or measures. Next thing I did add was the 808, but I'm gonna just play all the regular drums first. So then I added like this snare right here. I'm gonna mute it. Add this little perk sound. If you've been watching, I ain't gonna lie, I probably add that perk sound to every beat. I don't know why. It might just be a staple of mine. Well, I'm sure somebody else already did it, but for me, I don't know. I add that to almost every beat. I feel like it goes with everything I like. And what's crazy, you gonna have people that never even notice something like that, but I don't know. It's kind of just like, I guess it's my thing. Like I said, somebody already did it before, but for this generation, it's my thing. Bought in the kick right here. Like I said, sometimes to see if your drums is like knocking or like if you can hear somebody like rap on it, I just mute all the melodies and just hear the drums by itself. Hearing that, I'm like, cool. So only thing I think it needed, because it was already sounding spaced out, it needed 808, of course. But I ain't want to like add too much to the 808, because sometimes when you do too much, it could just take away, especially when you already have a kick having its own pattern too. So for the 808, I ended up coming up with this right here. I'm just playing it by itself though. And then with the rest of the drums, simple. So I'm all right, bet. Let's go ahead and add everything else back in. And that's what I got. It's the final beat. If you made it this far, like I always say, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Turn on notifications. Leave a like if you mess with the video. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear Raw Wave on this. I think I can hear him, but like I said, I made this a little minute ago. I could probably come up with something better. Matter of fact, comment if y'all want me to make a Raw Wave beat from scratch on the actual page. We can probably make that happen. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Here we go.
Say Charles.